We are in the caldera of the volcano and ready to advance, as we now hold enough money to pay the toll. The weasel toll.
You'll have to pay the toll.
That's nice. There you go. $1,000.
Thank you.
Can I get past now?
Hey, I'm not finished yet. We're looking for a squirrel. And I think by the description given to me that you are a squirrel.
I am not a squirrel.
Yes, you are. You fit the description perfectly.
Oh, really? And could you describe this description to me?
Well, short, red fur, a big bushy tail, and a twitchy nose. You're a squirrel, all right. And you're coming with me.
Look, I tell you I'm not a squirrel. Get your hands off me.
Well, what are you then?
I'm an elephant. Squirrels aren't short and furry. They're big and gray.
What?
Yeah, that's for twitchy noses.
They don't have them?
No, they're long and snouty. And they also have flappy ears.
Are you sure?
Course I'm sure. See ya.
There's nothing quite like a good Now then, what? It's all right. That's not a squirrel. He's an elephant. An elephant. You stupid twat.
Oh yeah, let's see.
I got you.
It's all confidence. We were just talking about that while I was doing the goddamn fan swimming section again. But I feel bad. Conker should really turn himself in, but he can't. The weasel's left. Ah well, we're gonna get away with it. So, this is the Buga chapter. You know how they love their 90s movie references, so surely we're in for some Jurassic Park. Like, surely, right? It's certainly looking that way. With the dinosaurs running wild around this central structure of some description. That one's distracted by the chunk it took out of me. There we go. That can be a bigger pain in the ass, but I'm glad it wasn't. Those dinosaurs are very fast. Give me the money.
Hey, where the f*** you been, you ginger bastard?
Cool. I can put that for the rest of my dead presidents.
Got quite a few at this point. It's kind of funny that they clearly add intentional censorship at some points to amplify a joke. Because that weasel guard censored the word shit. But we've definitely heard this game say the word shit. Freely and plentifully. This time we need to turn into an anvil multiple times. What a twist. How will I ever figure this out? Not only did we need to turn into an anvil multiple times to get this statue down here in the first place, we then Need to climb the statue again. And turn into an anvil multiple times again. There we go. The statue puzzle is solved. With 4 identical context-sensitive inputs. So... we have a hallway with an impenetrable wall at the end. Why are they even patrolling that hallway? Couldn't do anything down there even if I walked past them. And we have... rock solid. At least there's something over here, unlike the other end.
No sneakers.
No sneakers. So, we're not allowed in. There's a bouncer. But all the other rocks turn into people. This rock didn't. This rock is too drunk to get out of its stupor and join these other cigar choppers who will smash you flat and then puke on your corpse. But that's all they'll do. Then they'll just walk away. So you can grab their friend again. And if we hadn't opened the gate in the middle, there would have been no way to move this boulder out of the rock solid area. Now we have the boulder. We solved the exact same puzzle that we solved in Bat's Tower. Right here. So much mayhem and death. This level was supposed to come after the Soprano chapter. So there was supposed to be some separation between the brass balls and that.
Hey, Maestro. Don't you think that's a little bit too dramatic? Can you give me something with a bit more of a beat? Yeah, that's better.
Conker knows what he likes. That, eye-popping big take. That's relatively easy to do in a animated cartoon. That must have been a pain in the ass. With, 3D character models in a game like this. But they went for it. They pulled it off. We have a button. Typically, as soon as you see a button, you want to press it. I'm gonna not press that button yet. Let's just explore up the side of the dragon. Because the dragon, we can't reach it. We can't do anything with it right now. It's pretty far away, even if we try. Doesn't really get us anywhere. And there are fireballs flying our way. We stick around too long. We do have this door. Door to a terrifying area of narrow walkways on analog stick controls. If that guy hits you, you will probably fly off of the narrow platform because they swing like a baseball bat. And when they do, you fly into the lava and there ain't no getting out. It doesn't instant kill you, but it does bounce you around for a long time, and then you die. Super obnoxious. I hate this area. We've seen this guy plenty.
My stone.
You always want to stand on his stone, contrary to what he demands. If only he knew he was the solution to a puzzle, he'd probably position himself elsewhere. Damn fool that he is. Here we go.
Oh. Ah. Here it comes. Whatever it is.
Hello. Oh. Loopy. Cut off.
Hi there.
Mommy.
Yeah, that's right. I'm your mommy. Come on, follow me.
Good Mommy.
Got ourselves an inadvertent violence baby. Just gonna chow down these pain-in-the-ass cavemen. You'd be tempted to go back the way you came. That door is one way, so we need to go to the other end and feed the dinosaur all the way along. It's kind of funny that Conker actually, like, hatches the egg. Even Banjo and Kazooie hatch giant eggs by smashing them repeatedly with butt stomp moves. We've seen Conker does not hesitate to turn into an anvil to solve problems. Not with this. The egg can only be hatched with tender, loving care. Wouldn't want to risk anything happening to our adorable baby.
This way. Come on, this way.
I think this little thing is supposed to be, like, cute and endearing. But his hunger for cavemen to eat can cause you to get pushed off the edge of this walkway. Camera partially locked to the side, which is unfortunate. Also, if you don't keep him right on your heels, he stops following you. And if he isn't following you, like he's not flagged as following you at the moment that you cross through this loading zone, he despawns and you need to redo the entire thing. And that'll make you hate the guy, cute as he is.
Yeah. Come on, this way. This way.
I just noticed the motif from the hub area
Okay, come on.
is right here.
Yep.
Being played on subtle xylophone.
This way. This way.
And I love that theme.
This way.
The soundtrack usually just calls it Windy because Windy is the name of the hub area. It's just such a great, like, cartoon style music. So this pad is just get out your slingshot, which does not harm any of the cavemen. So what's the point? There are buttons camouflaged in the walls. Actually quite hard to see, but with how busy the textures are. During the cutscene, this guy screamed in pain because the chestnut bounced off of the button and hit him. It still has collision while it is falling after it hits a target. By sheer coincidence. Anyway, we lifted a thing. Just a big stone plate. over this platform. This platform that has big dinosaur footprints on it.
This way.
Once our friend has had some snacks, maybe he'll come provide his dinosaur footprints to solve this problem. Yeah, there we go. A few more steps. We jump off the side so that he won't follow us off of the platform. And then, I hope you didn't fall for the cuteness propaganda. I certainly didn't, because I still hate this dinosaur. But he's supposed to be cute. Look at him wiggling. He's wiggled his last. God damn it! Cannot believe that just happened. But you see what's supposed to happen when the dinosaur doesn't narrowly avoid death on accident.
Come on. Get
Mr. Magoo style.
Oh, Luigi. Hello.
Get back up here, Barney.
this way. Just say this and just one second.
Purple dinosaur bastard.
Come on, this way.
He is still flagged as following, which is worrisome, but I think he's done for.
Beep, beep,
This is gonna be interesting.
beep. Ooh.
I am pleased with your offering.
Oh, cack.
Conker did briefly take to motherhood, but this guy, nothing gets in his way when he wants to see an animal get splattered. Not even love or parental duty. Fortunately, more of these tablet people exist to get us where we need to go. Like over the dragon's head. Grab the money off its back. What are you doing with this money, dragon?
Oh, another wise guy. Come on, then. Cool. I'm gonna have that gold card before you know it.
I don't know if that's the case. This game does like to throw up its roadblocks, so I don't think anything is going to happen, especially expedient. But we're making progress. We're getting through it. This is one of the more excruciatingly overlong chapters, so it could be a bit of a while before we actually get anywhere. Let's cure this guy's illness. The only way a cartoon knows how. You don't want to get breathed on, though. Those dragon fumes will make you sick. There we go, we've decongested the dragon. Killed some people with lethal boogers. Every bodily fluid can be lethal in Conker's Bad Fur Day. We've seen it happen. We'll continue to see it happen. probably worth noting at this point that someone named Chris Seaver is the voice actor for Conker. He's also one of the lead designers of this game. He's also the voice actor for every single male character in the game besides the Great Mighty Pooh. Literally all of them. And in many instances, it is very, very obvious. But sometimes he busts out a fairly unique voice.
Oh, okay. Let's see now. Yeah, it kind of suits me.
Hey, we stumbled upon a corpse. Someone who'd been eaten by the dragon. And shit out, I guess. Here's where we hatched our baby, who we then killed. But yeah, the dragon's gruff, rumbly voice has been the voice of like 10 characters in the game already. And there's plenty more where that came from. It's a weird move to not only have one guy voice all the characters, but not even a voice actor voice all the characters. Just a guy who was in the office anyway making the game. Also, be all the characters. That's the sort of thing like a shitty Newgrounds Flash cartoon would do. Not a very high budget game like this one.
That's quite comfy, this. Uh-oh. Oh, not these guys again. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, I'm great. I know. Yeah. Okay, those rock monster guys up there. Do you like them? Well, I don't like them either. It's time to getting rid of them? Sure? Okay, follow me.
It seemed like Conker grabbed this hat so that he could blend in with the cavemen, but for some reason, they've decided he's a god. And now they will do everything he says. So long as we get them to follow us, right? No, fortunately, we don't actually have to have them follow us. When we get where we need them to go, they will teleport to our side. It's not like the baby dinosaur. They will not just get lost. They do change the music to possibly the worst remix of the Windy theme song. Let's recruit this guy to our cause. No, he doesn't worship us. And he's gonna kill me. They can really combo the hell out of you. Didn't even know that. But yeah, this is an awkward segment because I don't know why they're worshiping me. And I don't know why some of them don't. No consistency.
Okay, guys, let me have the first pop, and then they're all yours.
But now it's an RTS. We hit something to tag it as a target. And our cavemen friends should come in and kill that target. I'm gonna heal up first, though, because this is still a bit dangerous. Oh, my friends did not join me the way they're supposed to. Maybe that only happens if you skip the cutscene. It's too bad you need them. We still can't kill them with our frying pan. But as these guys hit the rocks, you can see rocks fly off their bodies. We can also sort of stun lock them while they're being attacked. And if they aren't stun locked, then they will hit our cavemen in retaliation. And It seems like if they haven't been tagged in advance, then they don't take any damage. But once they've been tagged, the little guys will take care of it. The thankfully invulnerable little guys. Should be everyone dead. And obviously that means we've earned access.
Said no sneakers. Buzz off.
I think you'll let us in somehow. What with my friends here? Alright guys, just steady on. I'll sort this out. So, what do you say?
You seem like my kind of guys. Okay, but I need the password.
Password? Guys, do you know what the password is? Felicia. Felicio? No. Felicia.
Fidelio?
Huh? How do you know that?
I know everything. I'm the king. Well, I will be. Didn't you see the prologue?
What?
Oh, nothing. Can we come in?
Yeah.
Let's have some fun.
Yes, let's have some fun. Well, we prove we have a posse, which means we're popular enough to enter the club. Okay. Flashing lights warning. It's a club. Being represented in a early 2000s video game. It's not like ridiculously bad flashing lights, but it is flashing lights and it will last for a very long time. So, fair warning and apologies in advance. Nothing I can do about it. Hey, Barry. Let's go reunite. It's what we're here for. It's all we wanted to do all along. Is go see Barry. And she's here for some reason. Does Conker care? You better care. She's just one of many sexy, sexy ladies in the club. I don't know how to get on that cage. We don't need to get on the cage, though. What we need is to steal the bartender, who is inexplicably curled into a ball. He's had too much of this dance club music and the flashing lights. Sensory overload. So he's gone into hiding. Can hardly blame him. I've been here 20 seconds and I'm about sick of it. And it has only just begun. People hated the fan segment. I think I hate this segment a lot more. The music is cool. Need to plant that guy. To what end, though? Opens this gate. There are no other rocks in the area. And these guys are punks, so they don't worship me the way the cavemen are supposed to worship me. So we have no influence here until we get under the influence. We have reacquired piss powers. Again, a thing that is more interesting when you don't play this game back-to-back with Bat's Tower. But it makes more sense pacing-wise to play it back-to-back with Bat's Tower. They really should have thought that through, rearranged things a little bit. Wouldn't have been that ridiculously hard. Touch the guys, they punch you. This guy's in a real bad spot and there's nothing I can do about it. This is right about where you want him, but you don't want him to punch you. This should do. Let's get pissing. He turns into a boulder. There's a sexy lady dancing in front of the camera. Nothing I can do about that. Maybe I still have enough piss to get him where he needs to go. But again, bad spot. Bad camera angle. I ran out of piss. And he did not roll where I needed him. So this guy is the biggest pain of the things we need to deal with here. I went through a full cycle of being drunk and then sober and accomplished nothing. Chocolate does not respawn over the course of this entire sequence. So, as we're doing this, every time I take damage, that damage is permanent, basically. Oh, just enjoy the techno dance club music. The rock's still in a horrible spot. Gonna actually try and reposition him over here. Didn't work great. He's got a lot of momentum. He's almost there. For some reason, he's rolling sideways. And he's about to be back in control of his faculties, which gives him a free hit on Conker. Yeah, there was no chance of recovery there. He refuses to cooperate. And he'll do that. This segment would be a lot better if the rock in the center would just stop wandering around. Or at least wander in an area where you could actually do anything. But he keeps wandering over to the ladies for some reason. I don't get it. What's the appeal? Okay, he's in the perfect spot, which means as soon as I get there, he's going to move. Yep. As expected. There's no way I'm going to be able to get a good camera angle on this. For some reason, he's not getting hit with the piss. There he goes. Just needed one little extra nudge. Now, we are not necessarily done with that specific rock. Giant pain in the ass that he's been. But we do need to regain our sobriety, which requires me to empty out the rest of my piss meter. Our invisible piss meter. It's like we're playing Crypt Worlds over here. Oh, I can skip this cutscene, I forgot. Now, we climb back up. Here's where our rock was deposited. And here's why there are sexy dancing ladies up here. So they can move into the way of what you're trying to do. This guy is partially clipped into the wall, but I seem to have unclipped him. This one, the cage is wide enough that the lady cannot knock your rock off the edge. Famous last fucking words, because that's exactly what she did. I just never seen it happen before, apparently. No, why are you stuck in a wall again? Bad rock. Not gonna trust this lady anymore. Rock is pushing me off the edge. Wait for her to go back. Because you do not want her pushing the rock into the alcove. Here's the second lady, and I might have enough time to go past. The worst part is, for the first time ever, pushing requires momentum. Right now, I could easily push this thing up that small incline if this were any other segment of the game. But this time, the incline, you have to get a bunch of speed. But the rock won't go over the incline. All we need is a clean straightaway while the lady is back in the alcove. This should work. Almost. We need to get the entire runway, or else you're not getting over that incline. Which is such a weird design choice. About now. I might have went early. That should do it. That did not do it. I had one momentum unit too few to get where I needed to go. So this is one of the worst parts of what was already one of the worst parts of anything I've ever done. I think Conker was doing the worm there as a unique idle animation here in the club. We did it. That opens additional platforms so we can do more piss puzzles. I knew it was coming, of course. I'm still just profoundly horrified by the reality of this. These ones tend to be a little easier. This guy doesn't patrol at all, so his behavior is always identical. Every time through, he's always trying to dance with this lady when you start peeing on him. And his angle went awry. He's gonna get a swing. I need to go get sober again. But while I'm getting sober, that will require me using the rest of my ammo. Let's dump it on the punks. Take that, punks. Satisfying. That'll teach you not to show fealty. And we get back to work. My positioning is perfect. Perfection only accounts for so much. It's got good momentum, and there we go. That damaged the cage that Barry is dancing on. For the hell of it. Let's try this. One cycle it. I got the one cycle. The number one cycle.
Hey, Barry! Barry! Where's she gone? Barry! Oh, should recognize you with this on my head. Oh, well. Right. I think it's time to leave this place. Getting a bit noisy.
Couldn't agree more. Fuck this place forever. However, the main reason we came here... cash. And nice little shortcut.
Hey, I'm here. Hurry up. Pick me up, shithead.
Don't mind if I do. So that I never have to come back.
Jetpack from Buga. Here we come.
Let me, see if there's any health refills anywhere? I don't think they are. There's one. Got Eaten so badly, I used almost every single one.
Where do you think you're going with that? The money.
I'm following her.
I don't think so. I think you need to see boss.
Okay.
Well, this is the fella.
Half me.
So, this is the wise guy that tried to steal my dough. What do you gotta say for yourself, boy?
What? Oh, hey. Hey, Barry, how you doing? Me.
Do you know this tea leaf?
Yeah, like I'd associate with a caveman.
The rod does not seem to know you.
Like, is it okay if I go now? I gotta go powder my nose.
Get out of here. Right. Let's get back to business. I just got one thing to do, though. I'll be with you in a minute. People gotta show the appropriate levels of respect. When they step out of line, they can expect to be respected back. One of you guys has shown no respect. Who it is, I don't know. Could have been Frankie. Could have been Chicho. Could have been Polly. You don't you ever do that again to me!
Look, you can have the money. In fact, I've got more money. You can have that too, if you want. Oh no, what am I doing?
You can keep the money, but you gotta do me a little job first.
A job? Oh, yeah, cool. But I mean, I'll have to consider it first. What is it? What I have to do?
Good. I'm glad you accepted. Step this way. Okay, here's the plan. We got ourselves a little problem. Fact, several little problems. You already got the disguise, so that's that one covered. What else you need is one of these. It's called a bomb. These are the problem. Where they came from, I don't know. They seem totally out of place in this ecosystem. But they're here, and they're on my patch. So, what I propose that you do is use your disguise acumen. Take the bomb through here, down here, out of here, and drop it here. By the way, when that bomb goes off, I suggest you leave town. And if you don't pull it off, I suggest you leave town. Let's go to work.
So we got a bomb. Our grand prize. They just let us leave the club with it, and then we take it where it needs to go. Back where we got this hat in the first place. If we ever get hit, any damage whatsoever, bomb goes off, we die. So, that cutscene, where the mob boss killed Polly. After he killed Polly, there was supposed to be an additional segment where Pikachu showed up. Underneath the table, just Pikachu's tail peeking up over the table. And the mob boss also kills Pikachu. And then afterwards he says, gotta catch them all. But Nintendo said, you're not permitted to do that. Unacceptable. Do not harm our intellectual properties. I think it should have been cut because it's not funny. Like it was really, really bad. But the developers wanted to put it in, and they absolutely would have if Nintendo had not objected. Censorship saved us from a lengthy, redundant bad joke in this level that is already way too long. Don't want to take any fall damage there, but I jumped off it right around the exact point where you can avoid it. There is also a time limit. The fuse is not just for show. We should get the cycle where we squeeze through here. Yeah. It shouldn't work, but it does. Gonna wait for this one. Last time we went to the left, but we can't jump because we're holding something. God damn it. Fucking uvula. We can't jump because we're holding something, and there's a pit to the left. So that way is inaccessible. We need to take a longer route through the innards of the dragon. But this segment is designed in a way that is perfectly adequate. I mean that sincerely, and it is a legitimate relief after the nightclub. I just sound annoyed because I just played the nightclub. Once again, I think I can squeeze through. Probably shouldn't risk it, but there we go. So we wait for this one, then we wait for the next one, then I think you can just YOLO it through the rest. Come on down. Make sure it doesn't tap the bomb, because it does make your hitbox slightly larger. That is not an alternate path in the slightest. And there are parts of the snot that are too deep. And if you try to wade through them, it will actually slow you down. Just barely squeeze through on cycle. Here's that corpse from a long time ago. And where we hatched our child. Let's wipe any evidence that they ever existed off the face of the earth.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no!
Well, our caveman disguise has fallen off. But it doesn't matter, because all the cavemen are dead. That was the point of what we were doing with the bomb. Conker's not one for big pictures. He was just following orders there, which is a perfectly valid excuse in all scenarios.
Where could we be now, then? Oh, Huh? I recognize that money. Oh, no. What is the world coming to? When a squirrel can't even go to a dinosaur-themed world without getting mugged by a bunch of prehistoric brats. Oi, give me my money back!
Back to the moon.
Now that gives me another idea.
Start of Thunderjet Scratch. What? Circle Burnte. Cifras. Se. Huntu. Squafaji Kunswera. Jesse Gesture. Furla. Zoom. Yeah. Zoom. Let's go. Right. Time to teach those gyro spatters a lesson.
The punks from the club survived our bombing and got on their hoverboards in the caveman world. And now we need to get into a death race with them to regain our cash. This is another contender. or worst segment in the entire game. For most players. Personally, I kind of like this segment. And it's not just Stockholm Syndrome, after what I went through in the club. I mean, of course I would like this segment, because we're on a vehicle. We are engaging in combat. That makes this a vehicular combat section of Conker's Bad Fur Day. It's Road Rash style vehicular combat. The old Genesis game, Road Rash, where it's mostly a race, but occasionally you get to do violence. And that's good enough for me. I don't like that pillar being right on the other side. Oh, that tail can also kill you. Everything we've seen so far can kill you. I'm actually kind of surprised it hasn't killed me yet. If anyone has played this level before, they are probably surprised that I haven't been killed yet. This is notoriously difficult and hated. It gets much worse when the path changes, as is the case after you kill the second caveman. I can't believe I haven't gotten this guy yet. But he's way better on his hoverboard than all the rest. Unfortunately. The chocolate doesn't respawn. There's only 3, I think? Yeah, 3. For the whole segment. This is a problem. Yeah, that's what happens. When the dinosaur gets on a bad cycle, you die.
Did you get him?
Yes, we got him. A bit messy though.
Good.
There we go. That's how they account for Conker being a splattered corpse when the Panther King gets to him. That is one of the, if I'm not mistaken, 5 game over screens, which are all based on the state Conker is in when he dies the final time. Uh-oh. That pillar doing me no favors. You'll note that I always get worse at everything with each successive attempt. My first try is almost always my best. And then I just do worse and worse and worse. Until I eke out the narrowest of victories on like the 1000th attempt. For me, it's always first try or millionth try. But we are real close to the final victim. Who is ridiculously fast. You do have to hold forward for a super long time to keep up with the punk. The punk is no more. I'm pretty sure the explosion there cannot harm you, but I wouldn't be surprised if it could. Careful swerving there. Now we go for the money on the upper level.
Ah, yeah, this is more like it. An appreciative audience at last. Somebody's pleased to see me. Hey, yeah, I know. I'm great. Yeah, hey. Oh, I knew it was too good to be true.
Uppity stab shot. Splittering. Oh, bladey blade blade. Bunkered big boner. Oh, it's I. Square Fergus. Homer. Sunde Fangi. Satita Makane.
Not quite sure what's going on here, but there seems to be a door over there. So I think I'll just mosey on over and say my farewells.
Well, we got this whole Coliseum and audience set up. And a squirrel happened to wander in. Might as well have a death match with something called Fangy. These cavemen are non-aggressive and will not harm us. They also can't die. Not by frying pan, anyway.
Oh, hi. You're going this way too, I take it. Yeah. I'll just wait here and follow you guys. Oh, this doesn't sound good.
Kakapanti.
Oh, just at the time. I gotta scoot.
This might have been the most explicitly rendered viscera in this gaming console generation. Full credit there.
La la ba la 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 ba la. Ooh da dee da ra ro da da do. La ba 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 la dum be la ya.
Oh, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, keep still.
Conker reveals his talents for hypnotism and singing. And now we get what I'd like to imagine is a reference to Yoshi. You'd think this game would be much, much more explicit if they were trying to reference Yoshi. But Nintendo was the one sacred cow that they had to skirt around while making this. They could do Jurassic Park, Jaws. They could make fun of their own Rareware games. Nintendo, though, they get in trouble. They get in a lot of trouble for messing with Nintendo. So if this was supposed to be Yoshi, they might have had to pull back. It's lucky anyway that this dinosaur came to us with reins already prepared.
Sabor entertainment. Cindy Infactor.
Oh, don't like the look of this. I think they're sending in the big boys.
Bruce, get back into the lane. Stupid twat. So the Sunday.
Okay, big fella. I think it's time for hors d'oeuvres.
Can't wait to see how many of those nonsense words end up being censored in the remake version. Some of them were definitely obscene British slang terms.
Order, goods and blugger.
I've seen a lot of these caveman's asses already. Clearly we're gonna need to see way more. This dinosaur controls sort of like the bull. So it doesn't actually like try to buck you off or pull you in alternate directions, but it also cannot turn sharply, just as the bull could not. It has a weird momentum to it that is actually fairly difficult to handle. You have to get hit twice in order to get dismounted, which is good, because if there's only one guy left, you legitimately cannot get dismounted. If you do get dismounted, you have to do the entire hypnosis sequence again.
Uh-oh. Range combat. Now this could be a bit tricky.
And this level, which is already the longest in the game so far, by a gigantic margin, just keeps going and going and going. This level is just too damn long. They had a lot of caveman jokes to make. Like, they moon ya. Can you imagine the audacity of cavemen mooning you? I doubt you can, but now you don't have to. Still not getting hit by the spears. Okay, the spears instant dismount you. That sucks. I had a feeling that would be the case. It's a slightly truncated... Damn it. Conker stopped hypnotizing halfway through there. A slightly truncated hypnosis sequence. You get a unique cutscene if you get bitten by Fangy, which I had not previously been. Good work there, Conker. Very context sensitive of you. Now I might die, because Fangy's over here. Here, gotcha. This will go a little faster than the first time. And then we'll get to ride him. Subservient Fangy. And there are constantly respawning chocolate pickups around the outside of the arena. Fangy has taken control. I hadn't eaten anybody in a long enough time, so he legitimately pulled control away from me and went right for the nearest caveman. I do believe this entire phase is resetting every time I get knocked off. So I do believe I'm starting from scratch each time. These two die and I should be done here. Yeah.
He's not supposed to act.
Oh, he's so cute though. He's got a bigger boner than you.
Oh, that's got a bigger bone. Aye.
If you're so bigger, you show him, big boy.
I will. Bigger the boner, splat, face to squidgy, little furry kinda. See?
Oh my giddy aunt. This is not good.
No mistake, big boner. Be a fucking deed.
I know you're not a vegetarian, but I think we should go for the meat and two veg. Looks like it needs a bit of tenderizing though, if you know what I mean.
So, Fangy is now in full agreement and on board with the boss fight, which only begins now. I am not sure why none of those hits landed. But it doesn't matter. We got dismounted. We don't have to hypnotize anything ever again. That much is done. Got the shockwave attack, of course. There we go. When he rears up to attack, you can bite his crotch, then his bum. Yes, his bum. God damn you, faggy. Why did you not bite him? And it's more of a pain in the ass than it looks to get that first hit in. Because he will block himself unless you time it perfectly. Yep, that was a little too early. Need to wait until he couldn't possibly defend himself from a bite. Like here. Wide open. You whip around. Take a bite. Conker truly is a millennial. Eating ass. Uh-oh. They're punishing me for that horrible joke. Fangy's a bit stuck. We got him out of there. I'm not even gonna go for a snack. I'm surprised that he was able to defend himself. Now we need a snack, especially because it is possible for him to hit us into the lava. And it will not necessarily kill us. It's even possible to jump back out of the lava. But it's definitely not an ideal spot to be in. You will take a bunch of extra damage. So having only 2 hits is unacceptable. There, got him while he was taunting. Bite number 2. One for each cheek. He's all out of cheeks. One more. He should have no defenses. Got way too over-aggressive there. Obviously, you want to lure out an attack. But if that attack happens to be this, you're in trouble. Well, I'm not dead. Surprisingly, I'm dead. A lot of the speed and tolerability of this fight comes down to RNG. That's bad RNG. Hey! He was going for the cheer because he thought he hit me, and that is bite number 3.
Big boner. My ass.
Oh, ma secreto. Tieni wince breve parte.
Well, so ends another incident in my day. Now, I think we should go up there and pay those babes that did it. I mean, I'm pretty determined to get something out of this. Maybe there's some cash up there, too. Well, we live in hope. Right, you. I think this is where we say goodbye. Oh, no, don't start that. Look, I know we had a good time together, but the fun's over now. Go on, off with ya. That's it. Right, bay time. Hey, no, what are you doing? Stop following me. Go back. No, go on. Oh, listen. What? Well, right. Fetch. Good. Psychology. Always works with these animals. Now then, let's see. Bake time.
Trying to tug at the heartstrings with another cute animal pet for Conker. Which they just did earlier in this level. Although, to be fair, that was like an hour and a half ago because this level's so long, so maybe you would have forgotten. I'll never forget. That purple dinosaur, though.
Babe. Where are those big babes? Huh? Paradise.
Wakey, wakey. Slumberland gone gone. Oh, you're so cute, though.
Hello. Hello. I love you.
No, no, love you more. Squidfudgy, Jugger, no.
What? No. We can work it out.
Squidfudgy, break Jugger's heart.
No, I'll be good. I'll be really good. I'll be a new squirrel. The drink's out. Whatever you've heard about me, it's not true. It's totally exaggerated. No.
Jugger put Squidfudgy here. Jugger not like goodbyes. But bye-bye. You go.
Bye-bye, then.
I love you always.
Bye-bye. Oh, well. Oh. Every cloud has a silver lining.
You had a lot of work out of those tragic strings. All of a sudden. Couldn't just let us have a happy ending after everything they put us through. Maybe this counts as a happy ending. Oh, hey, nice elevator. That gets us back to the starting platform. No thank you, but in case you fall down, now there's a shortcut to the very end of the level. So you never have to play the level again. And here's where the money ran off to.
Hey, over here.
So, you want some great stuff?
Yeah. Let's hope there's more where that came from.
I'm afraid there is. There's much more Conker. We are back in the area where we navigated the fans. Fortunately, there's a diving board to the side of the fans that we do not have to traverse. So, let's take the tail for no reason at all, because our lives will be reset as soon as I log out of here. Head back up to the death site, the burial site of the Great Mighty Pooh. And flush ourselves back to the Pooh cabin. And now, we are back in Windy.
I got it.
It never ends. Next time, we'll save the bees again, but we have a lot more money now. We don't need to hurry with it at all. What we've accomplished today was extensive, and perhaps my least favorite chapter of the game. But we'll see how the later chapters test that. Of course, there remains yet more Ooga Booga to see over in the remake. They added cave paintings to basically every texture in the whole level. But more importantly, I wanted to show off during this cutscene, the wild take looks so much worse. I had to freeze frame it to show off just how bad it looks. Ugh. There's the dragon, who has no eyes whatsoever, just gaping, glowing voids. Then I skipped way ahead to using the sacrifice platform, which now has a blue underglow effect to it. But really what I wanted to show off was this actual change. The buttons on the wall have been made much more pronounced and obvious, so they don't blend in anymore. And the button that performs the execution has a down arrow rather than just a explosion graphic. Now, the cavemen all wear a wolf's pelt instead of the saber-tooth hat. Wolves notably not extinct, whereas saber-tooths are. They kind of miss their own joke. The inside of the dragon looks completely different. No mucus on the floors, very well lit, with visible light fixtures to suggest that the dragon is not organic whatsoever. And the hanging organs are wrecking balls now, which looks terrible.
You seem like my kind of
Skipping way ahead
I
again,
need the password.
we come to the part where Conker misunderstands the password. How's he gonna get it wrong this time?
No.
I've never seen anything have to censor the word fellatio before, but Conker's still scandalized and has to cover his mouth in shock.
How do you know that?
Next, we'll be getting inside the club, where we're going to get a good clean look at what Barry looks like now. The character of Barry was initially introduced in a Game Boy Color game from 1999 titled Conker's Pocket Tales. In that game, Barry looked like this. She was obviously meant to be just a little female counterpart for Conker. We've already seen how far she strayed from that in Bad Fur Day, but even that might not prepare you for what Live and Reloaded did to her. Barry has been hourglassed to the point of structural instability. Her chest and hips are impossibly wide, and her waist is like something right out of body horror. It's like a tentacle attaching her chest and hips. Terrifying. Liefeld would have nightmares. But the reason I'm focusing on this so much is not to be a creep, but to really get a sense of the mechanics of the cage she's in, because that's going to be important later. After we're done pissing on everything. Which, of course, is much easier because we can walk. So, easily put this guy in his place. Now we can check out the rest of the club, where all the strobe effects and the laser light show have been removed to make it visually much less difficult to look at. Instead, they've added a bunch of additional punks for you to pee on. Make the dance floor more lively without being as harmful to the viewer. Over to the feel-good station, and the ramp leading up to the counter can be accessed from either side, conveniently. They also added these convenient arrows pointing up to help you find the area you can climb to get to the guy you need to roll around. She doesn't go out as far because the cage doesn't extend as far. But more importantly, this section no longer requires momentum, because it made no sense that it required momentum in the first place. The rock is completely stopped and can still be easily pushed over to the place where it needs to be left to open the 2 remaining gates required to free Barry. However, it does not require 2 gates. This is immediately afterwards. This is the first rock that I'm pissing into place. And as soon as it goes through the tunnel, Barry will be freed. Only 1 rock is required. But it doesn't destroy the cage. It destroys the teeth in the front of the cage. So Barry's free, but we still need to get the money. We can't leave without the money. It actually will not allow us to leave. So we have to do this difficult maneuver to get into the front of the cage. That took many, many tries, and every failed attempt costs you some health and makes you drop all the way to the ground floor. Barry's pose when she's with the mob boss is now much more intimate. She's leaning over the table so as to make eye contact with him the whole time, and a lot of physical contact as well. But her face is frozen in a dopey grin, with her bottom jaw constantly slack. It's as though they weren't paying much attention to her face when they were designing her. Plenty of attention to everything else, though. A lot of tender, loving care went into this model, despite the anatomical impossibility of it all. There are quite a lot of details crammed in there. But that's enough about Barry. For this second, a new second of creeping on her starts right now, as the slideshow, instead of having a sexy cave woman, has more Barry butt, as though we hadn't seen enough already. But that is actually the last we're going to see of her. Minor detail, they added a countdown timer to the bomb, which is unnecessary. You're probably going to die from taking damage. The game has decided we've seen too many butts, and has censored the asses out of the mooning. As for the notorious Surf Punks race itself, it has been made much more difficult in ways that are hard to visually convey. The controls are just way more twitchy, and very slight impacts will lead to death. Like so. The new music track, however, is phenomenal to make up for it. Now we have another should-be mooning sequence, however, it has been re-choreographed to remove all butts. They did not, however, censor the supposed gibberish. I already made out a twatting shite. And it closes with another vulgarity. On to the Buga fight. Hasn't been changed mechanically, however, after all the butts they removed, had to get in the biggest butt of all. The violence done to his chewed cheeks is a little less gruesome, though. And as for the bone itself, 12 hatch marks have been carved into it for unknown reasons. However, this is my final opportunity to say, "Taste my big boner." And I get so few chances. I gotta take every single one of them. And with that, we're finally done with Ooga Booga. Not a lot of changes by volume, but such a long chapter that the sparse changes added up to quite a lengthy segment here. I did want to show off that the screenshot for the phlegm segment shows a typical uvula, not the weird wrecking ball uvula that was actually in the game. I guess that means they went out of their way to make the dragon's innards look as bad as they ended up looking. Anyway, I've taken up more than enough of your time already. Next time, the horror parody.